On Tuesday, the 10th of March, I'm going to be hosting a very special masterclass on how you can fully overcome long-term or chronic insomnia and sleep problems if you are more of a thinker type person. And the reason this topic is very, very close to my heart is when I struggled with insomnia in my late 20s, that was very much part of my situation. My mind would be so overactive, racing, busy mind would be there almost every single night. Unless I was incredibly exhausted and maybe drift off to sleep initially out of sheer exhaustion. But what that would also mean is I would wake up the early hours of the night, or I would wake up several times in the middle of the night, and my mind would be racing and active again. So if you've experienced some of these things, and this is just a few examples, there are many different versions of this thinker type mind showing up in relation to sleep struggles, then this masterclass will be for you. We're really just going to be focusing on this dynamic between how the body and the mind is not able to create great quality sleep and therefore leads to sleep struggles, whether that's falling asleep initially or not being able to sleep through the night, or even just having very shortened night times. So again, if you're only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, that would be that version. So during that masterclass, what we are going to be focusing on is showing you how I work with people who are that type of a person. There's nothing wrong with being a thinker type. And just like my case, when I have overcome my issues many, many years ago, now I can really future-proof my sleep through the practical tools and techniques that are applicable to me being more of a thinker type person. There is no guessing game here. And just because you tried and experimented with a lot of different things that you found online, it doesn't mean that they were applicable to being this type of a person. The sad reality of the sleep industry and a lot of the tips and advice you might find is that they often just very generic and often actually more physically driven. So for example, the sleep hygiene suggestions, if you turn the temperature down and you have a good mattress, it does not lead to you knowing how to really decrease the activity of the mind. They're just two different things. So during the session, we'll really just focus on that. We're obviously going to cover any answers to the questions that either you submit as part of your registration or things that will pop up as part of our conversation on the day. So I'm really looking forward to hosting you and really supporting you to figure out a different way to approach the longer term sleep struggles or insomnia problems that you have that can be successful in helping you to overcome these issues. So if you're interested, go ahead. You can find the registration form below. And I'm really looking forward to getting ready for the event and then being live with you and really untangling this different picture when it comes to being a thinker type and struggling with sleep problems. So I see you then.